My question goes sa ating UP Creative Team. Okay, since you mentioned kanina, Kenneth, that you contacted Miss Bems, di ba? Para to do the documentary. So, naisip ko lang, can you please share us what prompted you or encourage you to specifically ask Miss Bems to do the documentary?
So actually po, sa final project po namin, nagbigay po sa amin ng professor namin yung list of names na pwede namin makontak, na pwede namin ma-interview. And apparently nung absent po kasi ako noon. Pero kasi si Miss Des, nagturo po siya, nagturo po siya nag-talk po siya sa class namin. And ayun lang, siya yung muna nangyari sa class.
Okay.
So, yung class namin kasi is queer cinema. So, Miss Bems taught in that class, pero it was more about yung activism nga niya at yung political considerations of being part of the community in the Philippines. So, although nakilala namin si Miss Bems doon, very surface level lang. But I guess, parang yung pagiging articulate niya kasi at yung very brief fragments of her life that she was able to share in the talk, it really inspired us to ask her at para mas makilala pa siya on a more personal level. Yeah.
Sa pag-pick po kasi ng topic namin, actually, maraming factors din. Inisip namin kung ano po yung mga bagay na pwede namin tanongin kay Miss Bems. And yung objective na malaman yung love life niya, hindi lang po yun, no? Parang, hindi lang po yun para, I think, also, kasi usually sa mga ganito mga documentary, kadalasan na feature ay yung mga political, no, na aspeto sa kalalasan ng mga trans women. And I think, no, mahalagang, for me, as a absolute maker, mahalagang na daanan din natin yung aspeto, ganitong aspeto ng buhay ng isang tao. No? Especially, nagagaling yung story na to sa isang trans woman na marami na naranasan sa buhay at may pinaglalaban. Kaya, for me, bilang sa story, ay bilang storyteller, ay makaka-relate yung mga trans women na hindi napapag-uusapan yung mga ganitong bagay. And I think politics behind love eh. General na kapag nagmahal ka, of course, masasaktan ka. But yung experience ng mga trans women, nakakonekta siya, no, sa kalagayan or sa kalagayan ng ating lipunan, no? Dahil patriarchal yung society natin, simula bago pa dumating yung mga Espanyol dito sa Pilipinas, egalitarian. Yung mga babae meron silang same na karapatan, no, and kakayahan with men, no? Pero nung dumating yung mga Spaniards with their religion, no, unti-unti nababawasan yung kapasidad ng mga kababatihan, no? At itong ideolohiya na to, no, malaki yung epekto niya sa kalanasan ng mga trans women ngayon. Hindi siya nababago, kagaya po nila kwento po nila. And ayun, sana sa storya ni Miss Bems ay makita natin na hindi lang ang problema ay dahil nagagaling sila kay trans women, kaya hindi sila minamahal, no, ng mga straight guys o ng mga kalakihan. But it's the society that tells that na nagsasabi na ang mga kalalakihan ay hindi sila pwede mag-epagtain or magmahal ng trans women. So, ayun po.
Oh, thank you. Did she exceed your expectations?
Marami na actually sa documentary po namin, 1 hour siya, no? And 1 to 2 hours. So marami po kami napagkwentuhan aside from the love life, no? And yeah, I hope na sana mas ma-expand pa natin yung documentary, no? With the stories na pwede natin ma-share with other people.
Last na, pero I also want to say na she did exceed our expectations. Very. Kasi parang at the start of the project, we were thinking of it as just a project na we were looking more into yung political aspect of things. Pero really getting to sit with Miss Benz and have that conversation with her, sobrang na-enlighten kami. At parang doon din naman lumitaw na mula sa mga personal na karanasan ni Miss Benz as well as other people, parang makikita natin yung implications nito sa politics at sa mga at kung paano yung lipunan mismo yung na-implicate sa mga sariling karanasan na ito. So yeah.
I think in terms of speaking of the audience then, since we were introduced na to Ms. Bems through her legal advocacies, we thought that it may be a bit intimidating for like regular people when they're being faced with legal things. So we wanted to tackle a more personal, emotional take. Kasi Filipinos are easier to persuade when we connect to them emotionally. Yeah, so kahit walang logic yung mga sikat na tao ngayon, like walang sense yung sinasabi. Pag kumakonnect sila emotionally, doon na sila sa tao. So we wanted to show that these trans narratives and to make them relatable to even the regular people. And ayun, makilala nila na these people fighting for these rights have these stories that they are coming from, that even regular people are familiar with, diba? Especially in terms of talking about love. Everyone experiences love. So showing our stories, even the simple ones, can really relate to Filipinos.
Bakit dyan?